Good afternoon, it's Wednesday, November 19, 2025. INEC's continuous voter registration is still ongoing, so if you haven't registered yet, this is a good time to do it and get ready to vote. On the news this hour, Vice President Shettima heads to Kebbi State over abduction of schoolgirls. Kwara State Governor Abdulrazak sees additional security deployment following recent attacks. Former factional Rivers PDP chairman Ewart says convention's decision remains valid despite Fubara's absence. On the foreign scene, Argentine Congress accuses President Milei of crypto fraud. I'm Ifechukwu with the news. Now let's begin the news this hour by telling you that President Bola Tinubu has directed Vice President Kashim Shettima to visit Kebbi State today, Wednesday. Shettima will sympathize with the Kebbi State government and reassure parents and guardians of the kidnapped schoolgirls from Government Girls Comprehensive Secondary School that efforts are underway for their swift release. President Tinubu, in a statement, also extended condolences to the military for the loss of soldiers, including Brigadier General Musa Uba, who died while on active duty combating insurgents in Borno State. Tinubu commended Kebbi State Governor Nasir Idris for efforts made to avert the kidnapping, while decrying the security breach that allowed the abduction of the girls from their boarding school in Maga. Meanwhile, following the recent security breaches in the country, a security expert, Jackson Ojo, criticized the Department of State Services for not acting on intelligence that could have stopped Monday's deadly attack on Government Girls Comprehensive Secondary School, Maga, in Kebbi State. Speaking to correspondent Mekotoka, Ojo said it is not enough for the DSS to raise an alarm without taking action and suggests there may be compromises among security agencies fighting insurgents.
The DSS raise alarm for who to do what. The alarm they raise now has no effect, has no impact in securing the school we are talking about. This is so sad. If Nigerian government is proactive, I don't think it will be easy for security flashpoint, Kebbi State. Children to be abducted, definitely there are some saboteurs. It could be internal saboteurs because some of the officers may have sympathy for these terrorists for religious reasons.
Ojo adds that the worsening security in the Northeast recently seems to support past comment by U.S. President Donald Trump about Nigeria. He is also urging the president to declare a state of emergency in the region to prevent possible foreign military intervention.
I am advising Mr. President and the government to forget about anything politics now. Nigeria is becoming ungovernable. Nigeria is becoming an unsafe territory. They should be up and doing. Mr. President, who is the commander-in-chief, to militarize entire Northeast and Northwest. To Lord Commander Elder recently said they should declare state of emergency. To militarize, to police the entire northern Nigeria. To stop this menace is becoming one too many. It's becoming too embarrassing. Nigeria is becoming a laughing stock in the Committee of Nations.
Well, in the meantime, the Kebbi State government has clarified that the number of abducted schoolgirls still in captivity, saying 2 of the kidnapped students have escaped from their abductors. The Commissioner for Basic and Secondary Education, Halima Bande, clarified while speaking to newsmen in Zuru on Tuesday. Bande explained that bandits abducted 26 girls during the invasion, and although 2 managed to escape, 24 schoolgirls remain in captivity. Now, while Nigerians are processing the news of the abduction of schoolgirls in Kebbi State, terrorists also attacked worshippers at a church in Kwara State on Tuesday. Kwara State Governor Abdurrahman Abdurazak is now calling for more security to be sent to Ekiti local government area, especially Eruku, to stop a new wave of attacks. In a statement signed by his chief press secretary, Rafiu Ajakaye, the governor is asking for extra security officers to support those already in the area and requested that this action start immediately. He condemned the recent attacks, expressed sympathy to the people of Eruku, especially affected families and the Christ Apostolic Church, and assured that the state government will continue to support security agencies to protect lives and property across Kwara State. Meanwhile, a former U.S. Army captain, Bishop Johnson, has criticized the Nigerian government for focusing more on allegedly exploiting minerals than addressing insecurity. Johnson made the comment on Tuesday on Channels Television. He's alleging that some government officials, foreign entities, and local criminals benefit from illicit activities like illegal mining, allowing criminal gangs to operate freely. He also said retired military personnel and community leaders are complicit, profiting from these activities.
The actors who are involved in these illicit mining activities. There are foreign entities that are financing criminal gangs as a diversionary tactic for them to have free hand to be able to mine our minerals without much opposition from our government. And both some, criminal elements in those communities are also working with them. You see, insecurity in Nigeria has become a business, and that's why I describe it as a commercialized criminal entities.
And in a surprising twist, even international voices are now speaking on Nigeria's insecurity crisis. American rap superstar Onika Tanya Maraj Petty, known as Nicki Minaj, has joined the people around the world calling for an end to the killings and attacks by insurgents and bandits in northern Nigeria. She spoke at a United States mission to the United Nations conference that focused on stopping religious violence and the killing of Christians in Nigeria. Nicki Minaj said she is not supporting any side but wants everyone to come together as one. She explained that she only wants justice and peace.
Sadly, this problem is not only a growing problem in Nigeria, but also in so many other countries across the world, and it demands urgent action. And I want to be clear, protecting Christians in Nigeria is not about taking sides or dividing people. It is about uniting humanity. When one's church, mosque, or place of worship is destroyed, everyone's heart should break just a little bit.
In other news, former Aviation Minister Osita Chidoka is raising concerns about Nigeria's growing road safety problems. Speaking on Channels Television, he warns that if nothing changes, up to 65,000 Nigerians could die in road accidents by 2030. Chidoka adds that the crashes are increasing by about 10% every year because of speeding, bad vehicles, and poor road conditions. He says Nigeria does not need new laws. Instead, the government should properly use existing funds to repair dangerous roads and fully equip the Federal Road Safety Corps for patrols and enforcement.
If you look at the FRSC budget, it has about 3.9 billion for 2025. That 3.9 billion, about 70% of it are for purchase of houses, building of new commands. Nothing in the budget is addressing these 5 states, while the FRSC has reported that overspeeding accounts for 65% of the crashes in Nigeria. I'm saying to Mr. President, we don't need any new legislation. We don't need any new work. All we need is for the Ministry of Works to, from the budget that is already assigned to the roads.
He is also urging Nigerians to take road safety seriously, saying it is not the responsibility of the FRSC alone.
No country loses 5,000 people from a particular incident and do nothing. But let me tell you the price of doing nothing. If we do nothing and these things keep growing at the current 10% between 24 and 25, and FRSC remains without patrol vehicles and fueling to go about at least reducing speed on our highways, by 2030, we will have lost about 65,000 Nigerians from road crashes. It could be me, it could be you, it could be anybody.
We go on a quick break. When we return, former factional chairman of PDP speaks on Governor Fubara's absence from National Convention. Stay with us.
is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
Welcome back, and now to politics. Kabiru Turaki on Tuesday assumed office as the PDP national chairman. His resumption came after a standoff at the party's Wadata secretariat in Abuja. Turaki explained to newsmen that the party had been in a 7-hour struggle with some expelled members who tried to cause trouble at the secretariat on Tuesday. He said the group even came with armed thugs, just as the party had earlier feared, but the situation was brought under control. He added that the intruders were chased out of the party office and that he has now entered his office and taken full charge as the elected chairman. Earlier in the day, rival groups clashed at the PDP secretariat as the leadership crisis at the party reached new levels. Security operatives were stationed at the secretariat with Samuel Anyanwu and other loyals to FCT Minister Nyesom Wike insisting they won't vacate the place. The police fired tear gas as Anyanwu supporters tried to block the group from entering the secretariat. Meanwhile, the former factional PDP chairman in Rivers State, Robinson Ewo, says the confrontation at the party's national headquarters on Tuesday was an attempt to save the party from people he described as hijackers. He told correspondent Onyeka Chinwosu that the action of the Wike group at the secretariat amounted to self-help, and he explained that the constitution does not support such behavior.
They are working hard to rescue the party from the elements that are already in the APC, but in PDP to destroy the PDP. PDP is just one political party. There is no fashion in PDP. PDP has a constitution. PDP have NEC, we have NWC, we have BOT, Board of Trustees, and every other organ of the party. PDP is not a single man's party like Emiloko. PDP is a party that belongs to Nigeria. What they have resorted to do at Wadata House is self-help, and self-help is not part of our law.
Ewo also said the expulsion of the FCT minister Anyanwu and some others should have happened a long time ago.
Anti-party activities is working against the interests of the party, engaging in behaviors that bring disrepute to the party. Okay, if you look at the activities of Samuel Anyanwu, FCT minister and others, the first, they did not support the candidates of the PDP in 2023 presidential election. And are you not aware that they say they are supporting President Tinubu? Are you not aware that they give PDP conditions that they shouldn't feed presidential candidates in 2027? By all standards, morally and otherwise, are men like this supposed to remain in the party?
Still on the PDP crisis, the Nyesom Wike-led faction of the PDP has expelled Governor Seyi Makinde, Bala Mohammed Dauda Lawal, BOT Chairman Senator Adolphus Wabara, Senator Kabiru Tanimu Turaki, and Deputy National Chairman Sal Taufik Arabaja, amongst others. The faction also dissolved state executive councils in Bauchi, Oyo, Zamfara, Yobe, Lagos, Edo, and Ekiti. Factional acting national chairman Mohammed Abdurrahman says the expulsions were due to members' disregard for court judgment, which had brought disrepute to the party. Factional National Secretary Samuel Anyanwu read the communique from the 103rd NEC meeting at the Abuja Secretariat on Tuesday. In the meantime, former factional chairman of the People's Democratic Party in Rivers State, Robinson Ewo, says Governor Siminalayi Fubara's absence from the party's national convention in Ibadan over the weekend does not invalidate the convention's decision to dissolve the party's state structure. While Ewo did not provide further details on the governor's absence, he notes that Fubara's absence would naturally open the door for speculation. He explains that the national leadership of the PDP will now constitute a new caucus for the party in Rivers State, a move he fully supports, describing it as an opportunity to give the party a new phase at the state level. Speaking in an interview, Ewo is now urging PDP members in the state to remain patient and steadfast, acknowledging their resilience over the years and expressing confidence that the party is now on the path to recovery under the new leadership.
The convention has over 1,000 delegates, and we go by quorum. There was quorum at the convention. The absence of a single person, the governor in that convention is an individual. He has a single vote. His absence there doesn't validate the decision of the convention. We've been patient over all these years. They should continue to be patient. That the party is on the path to recovery with this new leadership.
Ewo, who participated in the convention as the recognized PDP chairman in Rivers State, says the expulsion of the FCT minister Nyesom Wike was long overdue, citing Wike's anti-party activities since 2023 after losing the party's presidential primary. According to him, there is no longer any room for reconciliation with Wike.
It's long overdue because the FCT minister has been involved in anti-party activities since 2023. Every forum is telling Nigerians and indeed the world that he will support Tinubu for a second term. He deserved to be expelled from the party. And the decision the party made at the convention is worthwhile.
Meanwhile, public affairs analyst Chimene Muonyili says both the Federal High Court and the Oyo State High Court have equal authority, so one court's decision shouldn't automatically cancel the other. He was reacting to court orders concerning the PDP about the convention. Speaking on Nigerian 4FM's Morning Crossfire, Muonyili adds that the Governor Seyi Makinde aligned faction should have appealed the first court ruling instead of ignoring it, calling their action an abuse of the legal process. Muonyili also notes that INEC, as the electoral regulator, has an important role as the burden of proof is on them in this case.
In a court of equal jurisdiction, they have the same powers. But what we are saying the first in time, when you say when there are two equities, the first in time is recognized. Now, if there is a judgment of court, Federal High Court, which was, clearly given by out of court by Omotosho, that judgment should have been obeyed, where there is no disobedience. But over time, we have seen politicians disobeying court orders, and I think it has to be addressed. This is where NJC comes in.
Muonyili criticized the Makinde faction for expelling prominent members, including FCT Minister Nyesom Wike, former Ekiti State Governor Ayo Fayose, National Secretary Samuel Anyanwu, and others, saying this goes against the party's own rules. Now let's go to Eche. The ongoing drive to improve electricity supply across Eche local government area has recorded another major milestone with the procurement of 16 new 500 kVA transformers. The transformers have arrived at the Eche Council Secretariat in Okehi. The chairman of the council, Chima Boniface Njoko, confirmed the development, describing it as part of his administration's continuous effort to enhance power infrastructure and deliver quality governance to the people. Njoko said the arrival of the transformers marks a significant step in the ongoing electrification project aimed at restoring and stabilizing electricity in various communities across Eche. He said his administration remains committed to ensuring that no community is left behind in the quest for improved social amenities.
And this achievement will become a reality before 100 days, which is less than 2 weeks, 3 days. We have started putting some. We have lighted a all the before next week. I'm not talking about it. Bodo, okay, Mba, Fra, we on the phone. Opio is having like Uche. All a chain must have life by day.
Our correspondent reports that a total of 60 transformers were procured for the electrification project. 28 500 kVA transformers have been received, making the first batch of deliveries, while additional units are expected to arrive in the coming days. Residents who witnessed the offloading of the equipment expressed appreciation to the Aceh Council chairman for his commitment to community development, especially in the areas of power, infrastructure, and rural transformation. With the arrival of these 500 kVA transformers, installation work is expected to begin immediately in designated communities to further strengthen Aceh's push towards reliable and sustainable electricity supply. Still in Aceh, as the electrification of Aceh land continues to gather momentum, the chairman of the council, Chima Boniface Njoko, will flag off the reconnection of Mba clan to the national grid. Njoko, in a statement, called on all sons and daughters of Mba clan, the Obako Aceh ethnic nationality, and Aceh people to the official flag-off ceremony on Saturday at the Umatoro Playground by 11 a.m. The statement said the chairman of the event is Aceh APC leader Ephraim Wuzi, Aceh APC chairman Precious Hamadi, and Aceh PDP chairman Onwaka Reginald Chedi. Other special guests are members of the River State House of Assembly Ignatius Onwaka and Jimmy Zienwankwo. The special guest of honor is the senator representing Rivers East, Owel Onyesu. The royal father of the day is His Eminence Eze EMB Oporom Ochie of Aceh land, while the chief host President General Obako Aceh ethnic nationality, Dr. Silas Ayaon.
And now, we bring you news from around the world.
A congressional commission in Argentina has released a report accusing President Javier Milei of being involved in an alleged fraud linked to a suspected cryptocurrency scam earlier this year. The report, prepared by the Chamber of Deputies and led by opposition members, said the situation could amount to fraud and blamed Milei and his sister, Carita Milei, who is also his top advisor. The issue revolves around the dollar Libra meme coin. Investors lost hundreds of millions of dollars after Milei promoted the coin on social media in February.
This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
That's the size of our package this afternoon. Before we go, let's have a look at the major headlines. Vice President Shatima is heading to Kebbi State over the abduction of schoolgirls. We told you that Kwara State Governor Abdulrazak Abdurrahman is seeking additional security deployment following recent attacks. We reported that former factional Rivers PDP chairman Robinson Namewo says the National Convention's decision remains valid despite Governor Fubara's absence. And on the foreign scene, Argentine Congress is accusing President Milei of crypto fraud. The news was edited by Ifunaya Ubeme Ndukwe. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808-721-7215. I am Ifechukwu Muonyili. Many thanks for listening.